Hello Internet, and welcome to TDX Theory, and today I will be debunking this mystery of figuring out if Calamity is actually the same person as Void, while also discussing about the various powerful entities found in TDX. So, Void and Calamity are some of the two big bads of TDX, both serving as difficult bosses in the game. While these two appear to be separate from each other, they are actually more alike than you think. First, let's start with quite the obvious part, which is the design, as both share a cracked/veiny design, spikes coming out of their backs, and, most importantly, an emblem in the middle of their chest. Both bosses also emit auras, as Void emits purple smoke with lightning, while Calamity emits red smoke with fire crackles. They also share similar abilities, as both bosses can summon hordes of enemies, both bosses can stomp, and both bosses can also scream to stun towers. One thing to note is that both of their screams are the same. Take a listen. While all of this is true, the biggest piece of evidence that we have is how Void is normally found in Tower Battles maps with the mysterious black orbs, not including Dead End Valley since it's not in the map rotation. Meanwhile, Calamity's map, aka Scorched Passage, also has a black orb in it, which gives us further proof that Calamity is related to Void, as both maps have those black orbs. This could also mean that Scorched Passage was probably a Tower Battles map somewhere in the past. With all the evidence we have collected, is Calamity actually the Void? Well, sadly not, as according to John Roblox, aka the creator of TDX, he said that Void is one of the more powerful entities, more powerful than Calamity, and this explicitly tells us that Void is not in fact Calamity, but it's just one of the many entities that exist in TDX. It is also known that Calamity's original concept was for it to be called Calamity Void, with it also having a similar design to Void in its original concept art. Besides Void and Calamity, from all the lore rocks we have been getting, we know that there are more powerful entities out there that exist. Some may not have noticed this, but in the teaser for the Ghost Tower, if you brighten up the image, it will display a secret series of numbers which is binary code. Translating those numbers will result in a sentence saying, multiple class Calamity entities seen emerging. Now, there have also been more lore drops being teased with the relation to these powerful entities, with one being a yellow symbol and one being a purple symbol. The yellow symbol is completely different from the purple symbol, as it is not a Calamity entity, as it does not have the same symbol design. So, this can just be an entirely new entity. Meanwhile, the purple symbol bears the Calamity symbol, while it also having one eye, which could resemble how Calamity only has one eye, and this probably classifies it as one of the many Calamity entities that have been emerging. What is also shown in another image is the new Calamity entity, with its horns being more branched out and with a chain. This is also described as the Howling. The last image we got is this image of what appears to be a woman with the purple Calamity symbol, with it being called the Ward, which could mean that this person serves as a sort of guard for this Calamity entity. My theory on this is that knowing that Dr. Xenon sacrificed Dr. Malory, yes, that is her name, to presumably summon Calamity, and that there are two Calamity entities now, this could mean that the person in this image could be another person who is also working for Dr. Xenon, who was also sacrificed, which in turn also summoned a different Calamity. Now, the last thing we have is this blurred image. A dev said that there is no binary code or eradicators in this photo, so what could this be? Well, judging by the figure in the back, I'm guessing that this is Void, and that he is commanding an army of Calamity entities since there's a Calamity logo at the bottom. And as we have discussed before, both Calamity and Void are very similar. I also don't think that this is for the upcoming Nightmare mode, as Nightmare mode will be coming in much later on. But I do think that this is for the upcoming Halloween event, and maybe the GDA will have to fight off against these Calamity entities. Anyways, That's all for this theory of the many entities of TDX. And remember, my friends, that's just a theory. A TDX game theory. Thanks for watching.